Almost forgot to take this video after I just said to myself, you keep forgetting to take these videos. This is a video about fence posts, which might be more important than the actual fence posts. I just get used to doing them. Incidentally, there's not a lot of difference between that thing and this thing. That thing's buried in the ground, and this thing's on top right now. I'm working it out, but they're similar. Now, of course, that, if you can tell, is a treated 4x4. And this is just a pruning from that hazelnut. Used to be right here. Here's another hazelnut here. Used to be right here, huge, big, took up a lot of room. Cut it out so more sun and everything would get down in here. That said, we're still gonna work on the orchard or develop it. It's a little janky, we'll get there. But there's some stuff I learned. I tried to ask people on permies, like, why shouldn't I use treated wood? And they were like, how could you ask that question? Like, you know, like God bless them. But some of those folks in Eugene too, it's a little bit like, easy, yo, easy, okay? We're trying to learn stuff here. I mean, I literally just asked, what is the problem with it? And if you're not supposed to use treated 4x4s because the chemicals they use to treat it, then we should know what we're talking about, you know. And there is a big difference. This is a brand new treated 4x4. You see these punch things. Basically, when they're pressure treated, they're put in like a chamber with a lot of stuff, and they're the pressure of the chemicals gets into the wood deeply. However, not that deeply, because this broke. This is an old one. This broke, and I thought cleverly I could dig it out from here, dig it out, and then just put that in right there. Clearly, that wouldn't have worked. I didn't know at this point, but at some point I decided these things are dumb. Like, it's better just to get, I mean, if I just had my post hole digger and an empty piece of land, you just make a hole and stick it in. It's not, you know, that just doesn't seem that hard. I also figured I could use this. This is my tamper. This is a tamper. And I did bring this guy to clear off the tamper, make it flat again, flattish. And now I can tamper on the sides, and we'll see how it is. That's a lot less time than pouring concrete. I mean, what? Anyway, let's talk about the chemicals for a second. These are new ones. I checked, and no, I didn't make them, so I have to just trust, you know. I got those, I think, at Jerry's, and I'll go to Lowe's and ask too later. But these are treated with copper. There's CCA or whatever. There's two kinds. Basically, from what I understand, these are treated not with arsenic, and those were treated with arsenic. And arsenic is bad. And actually, in the future, I may not even use treated because they're more expensive. I might just get a plain 4x4 and see. If you can get the amount of time it takes to switch out a post to not be that long, then it doesn't really make sense to put expensive chemical treated wood in the ground. Just, you know, put the other stuff in the ground and compost it. I have wood compost going on down here. Sometimes it's called Hugelkultur or whatever. Here's regular compost. But like, it's okay if wood gets biodegrades. There's plenty to use with it. I don't know about this though. Is this arsenic treated down here? If it's arsenic treated like that in there, that stuff's going to the dump. I don't know what to do with it really. But anyway, these rotted out, I'm pretty sure, because this was underground. There's one over here too, and you can see how it used to be underground. See, I had to scrape all this away, and that had to happen there too. This is a big production. You can't reuse this. It's too tight in there, and like we saw, it goes all the way down. So you'd have to get a post hole into that. It's impossible. So these have to either come out or you build next to it. It doesn't make sense. You'll see that online. You'll see, yeah, just put the next one here. Until what, you have a row of concrete? It doesn't make a lot of sense. So what I might do in the future is just switch out, and we'll see how long these last. I mean, but just switch them out. Switch out the old ones for the new ones with a plain old post hole digger and my tamping thing, and we'll see how that goes. I should mention actually that this I use this, of course, to level every time. I level it, tamp it, level it, tamp it, level it, tamp it, and I just scoop dirt in there. Actually, I should get a shovel too. But what's nice actually is that this is curved. It's curved a little bit, so you don't have to, like, it's not, if it was straight up and down, you'd have to be right up against that to hammer it down. But it's curved a little bit, so you can kind of do this, bang, 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 which is kind of nice. And this, my concern now, and we'll find out, is this in here strong enough? It seems pretty good in here, and I'm about to put in another foot. So it seems pretty good, but we'll see. Here, this was an old tree stump. Might have caused some of the rotting. But when that duff collects above that line, that's what causes, I think that's what causes this to rot. Interestingly enough, way down deep, very little biological activity, of course, is deep in the soil. So this didn't do much. In here, it was there, but this was rotted, a few inches down. All of that's gone. I did dig some of that out, but, I was able to dig it out. So, with like a kitchen knife. So anyway, thought that was really important and huge. And I think that's a good way to do posts. And these, I say, are similar because this still has to deal with weather. I'm thinking about getting a concrete block there, but we'll see. Over here, I'm doing this. And I have them spaced like so. There's another one here, and another one down here. There's a little bit of a hill, so this one is tall. But these raspberries were very productive this year. Now that they're gone, I can clean up in here, remove a little more grass, mulch heavier, fertilize, etc. And then I can put the posts back, which aren't that rotted. This is untreated. So, you see the fungal activity starting. They're not going to last that long, but they're starting to last. And as an idea, I think they'll work. So anyway, yeah, there's my post thing. I'll figure out once more. Once I practice a little more, there'll probably be more to tell, but I'm glad I captured this video.